Every time I look at that mess, the only thing that like goes through my head is that like run rabbit, run rabbit.
See, it reminds me of the Amazon original Utopia. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
I haven't.
I have not.
It's fucked up, but it's really good.
Is it?
I highly recommend it.
Okay.
What's it?
So it's a comic book. It's about a comic book. So there was one that was released like 10, 15 years ago, whatever. That got super popular in universe. And then there's like this convention about the release for the new one or some shit, where all like the nerds are cosplaying and getting together, and they find like.
I only have 5 different costumes.
They find like hidden prints basically of the next comic Utopia, and it's supposed to like tell the future, and like the first one actually happened, but it was under the guise of the comic book, so someone knew what was going on and whistle blew it by writing the comic book and then just kind of making it a fantasy element. But it's super fucked up. There's a lot of murder.
I'm just waiting for the next season of The Boys for Amazon. That's
The Boys.
I've been liking that.
Uploaded.
They had that. They did
really
the Jack Ryan TV show, and I'm like a huge Tom Clancy fan. Loved the hell out of it. And then they haven't made a new season, but they made that Against All Odds or whichever one it was, where they replaced Clark, who's supposed to have gone deep undercover in Russia and be like this 60-something-year-old dude throughout the book, as Michael B. Jordan. And I was like, did you guys read the book? Because there's a good couple Tom Clancy books that Michael B. Jordan would be a phenomenal cast. Tons of characters, but John Clark, the 60-year-old ex-Cold War spy. What?
Yeah.
It lost the hell out of me. I only made it through like the first 30 minutes of the movie, and it was just a completely different movie. They didn't even like pretend to follow the plot line. I was very disappointed with that.
They're like, we'll just slap Tom Clancy's name on it, and the people will watch.
Well, that's how the books go too.
It happens with it's how the books are now. Unfortunately, I've stopped reading the new Tom Clancy books. A lot of the games did that and stuff too.
It's all ghostwriters now.
It's all ghostwriters. But when you're dead,
they could have just stopped.
Yeah. I mean,
that would make sense.
That's what I would have preferred. But
it's like,
you don't always get what you
who's
want.
the other one?
Probably what
James
Tom Clancy
Patterson
would have preferred.
Doesn't write any books anymore. It's all ghostwriters.
It's all ghostwriters.
And he has like, you go to like Barnes and Noble and there's like,
it's just shelves.
It's just shelves of James Patterson. And you're like, but it's not.
And it's like
this man doesn't have enough life to write
those
these
books are his. Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Mad King, everybody.
Carnival Row is another one I want to see again.
It's the Halloween special. We're joined by
Marquise, otherwise known as a V.
I'm a bee.
We got B and B. We got.
I'm just NVIDIA.
Just NVIDIA, yeah.
Milo Thatch.
Yeah. It's not. I really do like the necklace. It came out.
I do like the necklace as well.
Yeah, the 3D printer. And you may know me as Daddy.
Fucking Daddy. This bitch.
Got some contracts signed, and if you guys don't mind, I'm going to derail a little bit from where we have been tonight. We're going to go forward in time, but don't worry. I'm well adept. Kronos isn't the only one. Just a couple of days. Nothing that'll turn your stomach or anything too bad. Just after the jousting tournament. We won't spoil any results.
I lost.
But if you're ready, we'll jump right in. You guys find yourselves just after the jousting tournament. In Bronze Shire, the military is currently packing up their tents, getting ready to head out. You guys performed, possibly won. We know 2 victories. 2 were undecided.
Was it a victory or was it a massacre? I beat kids. It wasn't a victory.
We know about 1 new apprentice, but no other new ones will be revealed at this time. There is a knock on the door of the bar early in the morning, just after Zeus's day.
I gotta hobble down the stairs. Just kind of.
Yeah, you go creak the door open. Before you stands a taller gentleman, long spear with a leaf-shaped blade at the top.
They're all taller than me.
They're all taller than you. It's Nelson, the adventurer. You guys just buried his party member that, unbeknownst to him, you killed.
How are you now?
I I'm doing pretty well, actually. I have a favor to ask, if you guys are willing.
Yeah, come on in. It's cold outside.
He comes and sits down. Vic's already headed back to Ironshire, and Victoria, I don't know where she is, but I think she's already packed up and left. As part of our service and part of our loss, I've cashed in here in town and taken a different reward than the money promised. But I need to do some traveling to get there. And the woods through the area are not necessarily known for their safety. I was hoping to hook up with one of the military parties going through, but I haven't found anyone heading through that area yet. And I was wondering if maybe you guys would come help me.
Yeah, we could just rally the troops here. We just gotta wake everyone. Hold on. And I go back to the front door and grab our little bell, and I just...
Yeah. It's Ellie, the booze bell rings. You were snapped to consciousness immediately.
Yeah, right. Sit up straight in bed. Jump out. Run down the stairs.
Yeah, Frida's
super excited.
Just out cold in the bed next to you. Kids, they don't get up easy.
Right.
Adara's not up either, but you guys are rallied. You come downstairs and you do see Nelson. He repeats his pitch to you guys.
Lily's disappointed that it wasn't actually about booze.
You live in a bar, just grab some booze.
I think I haven't already.
Drink in hand. The journey is going to take a couple of days. Just there. I don't need escort back, so where you guys kind of go from there. However you want to do it. It's close to the Great Divide. There's one populated city left. Kayantha's what it's called. I need to travel there and he pulls out this kind of deed to just redeem, honestly, the greatest treasure that I could be given right now.
What would that treasure be?
Oh, you guys wouldn't care about it. It's nothing really.
Oh, but you are my friend. I care about my friends.
I appreciate it. All that matters, though, is that we just get there. And
It's pretty sus.
I would like to just get there as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I want to roll a sense motive on that shit, because that's fucking weird.
Watch him be bringing Tatiana back to life.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm waiting for her spirit to appear and be like, those fuckers killed me, and then we have to kill Nelson.
16.
16? It just seems more like it's something that's painful to talk about. I'm trying to look at the rabbit eyes, and I gotta remember to look at the holes in the eyes.
You can look at the rabbit eyes, that's fine. They're creepier.
Yeah. You ain't lying. If you guys could help, the sooner we leave, the better for me. But I understand if you need some time to gather supplies or anything like that. I know the way, and honestly, navigating the woods shouldn't be any problem at all. I just didn't feel comfortable taking it alone.
Hey, well, after what happened last time, I can imagine it's not the greatest,
Yeah, I still don't know what that thing was out there.
Well, I just gotta rally the chitlins. That's kind of hard to wake, but we could set off right now.
That would be wonderful. Yes, I would greatly appreciate that.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll rouse the children.
Are we bringing both of them?
We should at least bring Frida.
I mean, yeah, she...
Frida's 18 now, so,
Is she, though?
Well,
her body is, but I don't think that counts
she
for
did
everything.
she did get absolutely whiplashed into hormonal puberty, so...
Anyone who touches her, I feel, is still committing a crime.
Absolutely.
Yeah!
Yeah, probably. Adara is, of course, 10.
Yes, but we don't...
Has May finished my backpack of power yet?
Yes, the backpack is complete and it has been dropped off. A little imp showed up at the door the other night.
Dope.
Gave it to you and then burst into flame, disappearing.
I think we could take Adara.
Just bringing everybody.
Fuck it, whatever. She dies, it's on you.
If she dies, we have replacement.
No, this is almost like a solid steel backpack with like holes in it. It's an armored backpack.
Some breath holes.
Exactly. She'll be fine.
So what you're saying is, I mean, have you ever watched a machine crush steel toe boots?
Also, all you have to do is like throw that in the river.
Compactor.
Yeah, it just.
Or a lake.
What you're saying is she has little to no escape route.
Yeah.
There's,
like
there's a little safety
somebody
like
hits it with a
handle, like
fireball,
release
she's
handle on
done.
the
She's
inside if she
toasty.
gets scared.
What I imagine happening is like those, what are they called? The little like swim tubes that have the seats in them, and then kids flip upside down and get fucking stuck and just die.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be for safety, but ultimately it led to their death.
It'll be fine. She's a smart kid.
Yeah, just like the cages they used to put in windows for babies. Super safe.
Super safe.
Those things were crazy.
Yeah.
They were suction cupped on. Like,
Yeah.
woo. You guys more than welcome to bring Adara. You guys are more than welcome to bring Frida. Kay's around if you so desire.
If
Mark's
we're gonna be
around.
gone a couple of days, we may as well bring both the kids.
Yeah, and also, I mean, if anything, we could also bring Kay because, like,
I don't
traveling
know if I
through like
wanna
these
deal
woods
with
and everything,
Kay
he
the
could probably
whole
find
time.
something interesting.
We don't know what he's like
Alchemically
in a combat
speaking.
situation.
Probably useless.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Maybe
I don't know about that. But like,
enemies to death.
he might be unpredictable.
He
is
might
the
at least
thing.
know where we're going, so we could probably still get a list off of him of like herbs that he needs from that area or some shit.
That'd be fair.
Yeah, I kind of like. I mean,
He's kind of dumb, but he knows the stuff.
so now, Nelson, you're uncomfortable going through the woods.
Yeah, well, you know, the military has the tendency, even with an adventuring license, to harass, especially small groups. You're traveling in kind of a bigger group, they'll come and ask you about things if they run into you, but then it's much easier, show your ID, move through. If you're a solo guy moving through the woods, they start getting really suspicious of spies and stuff like that. There's also, you know, I'm adept at the woods, I know the animals in the area and stuff. I gotta sleep sometime. I don't trust bears like that, you know? It's just always one of those things. It's very close to the Great Divide. It's a wonder that they leave that town populated.
He doesn't even trust bears.
If at any point, you know, there is a spy in the area, being alone makes you an easy target. But being in a group, hopefully, you know, there just wouldn't be any problems at that point.
Like, give me 10 minutes. Turn around and I walk up the stairs dressed with like 2, and then I spend the rest of my time just like gathering these bottles.
Yeah, stuff in your bag.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna need like an hour to figure out to do my meditation and figure out what kind of spells or whatever we're gonna need on the road.
That's a good plan. I should plan this out better. I'm gonna spend more time selecting the right booze.
Yeah, no problem. And at this point, like, Frida stumbles down the stairs and is like, "What's going on?
It's time for adventure, lass."
Huge bed head with her newly blonde curly hair. She's gonna need a while. You're gonna need to pack some bags. You don't have anything for her other than the clothes she's wearing. She would fit your stuff.
I could pump out some leather armor for her before we leave. That's less than 1,000 gold.
That'd be
easy.
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah. We'll go to the markets then and gather the stuff for that.
Yeah.
I'll be performing maintenance on my armor from this joust and 1v1s, making sure everything's in tip-top shape.
Yeah, you got some dents and stuff to buff out and everything. So everybody takes a little bit of time. Get maybe a little closer to mid-morning. You've roused the children. You've shown Adara she's like felt the backpack of power. And you're just Tanjiro at this point, right? It's a big chest, basically, to keep her safe.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's a
Like,
good
she can breathe and
plan.
everything, and I talked to May about making it comfortable on the inside
Well.
so that, yeah.
At least she's not afraid of the dark.
But yeah, it's not dark. She has air holes.
Yeah, yeah, you show there's a nice little like chair in there that kind of like puts you back to back. She's pretty jazzed about that for the first little bit and everything. You get the feeling though that after a good little bit of walking, it's gonna possibly turn into a bit of a problem.
Well, that's fine, because like we can like she can like walk with us and everything, and
It's
I can
just
like
a
carry
danger
her.
of lock her in the box.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like if things start to go wrong, put her in the backpack power.
And as everybody's going around getting their stuff, Frida's kind of hovering near you, but just kind of awkwardly. It's like every now and then, like, here's your backpack, and she's like, okay.
Are you good?
Am I? I'm sorry. I've never overlanded before. What do I do?
I mean, you survived a Hydra, so that was pretty tough.
Yeah, and I had never been on a boat before that.
Exactly. All of this adventuring stuff is just winging it.
Okay.
Yeah.
When does the awkward feeling go away?
It's a really good question.
After about your second near-death experience.
One more. Okay.
As I'm like strapping on like my swords and everything.
Yeah. Nelson comes back for you guys after a couple hours. He has a big backpack on, stuffed with supplies. Ready to proceed?
Yeah.
Ready as we'll ever be. Onward.
Did you want me to roll for the craft check on that armor?
No. If you're just making masterwork, your craft check is more than high enough to satisfy that.
I mean, you could always not win.
My words exactly.
Let's not.
Let's not. You guys set out.
It's fine. It's a 12.
About a 3-day journey is what you're looking at to get there. Of course, then for you guys, it'd be 3 days back. You're not exactly sure where Nelson's going to go after that. He's quiet on the walk. He just seems to be focused. The minute you guys hit the woods, his eyes are darting all around the place. He's scouring.
My man has PTSD.
Mm-hmm.
Every now and then, though, he swoops down and he just like grabs some herbs and ties them to a string onto his backpack. And over his shoulder, you see a compilation of different dried herbs hanging out that he's just adding to. Perception rolls.
Can I also knowledge nature the herbs?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, no, I don't.
Oh,
No
also,
idea.
did anybody,
These aren't your woods.
during that downtime, who went and talked to Kay?
Nobody. So,
Nobody.
poor K.
Cool. Poor Kay.
He's just gonna wake up with nobody home.
Well, I mean,
The employees will be there.
Johnny and
Yeah,
Phil.
Johnny and Phil. And of course, he has Sylvanas' chosen, the other Leshy who's yet to be named.
No, he's the the chosen one, and then
He's the servant
helper.
of the
Yeah,
chosen.
the
Chosen
servant.
one of the servant of the chosen.
Those are the titles.
26.
You got Ben.
He's
Yep.
the high priest of the chosen.
26.
And Ben.
28.
Also
28.
26.
26.
31.
You guys' perceptions are great. Just as you guys click onto a trail, you hear voices just behind you. And turning back to look, you see a small group, 4 individuals, 3 of which in green tabards, the other one in a tube top and booty shorts. Short bob cut hair, purple streak in it. It's Lady Cola. You remember her.
Yeah.
And just 3 army men. And they kind of wave at you, and you guys catch up and exchange a little small talk. Where are you guys off to?
You'll have to ask our companion here. We're off to traveling through the
city's name
woods.
is Kayenta.
Kayenta.
Yeah, and it is the only one, so just the city would probably suffice at this point since we're going eastward. And she goes, "Oh, no fooling. That's where we're passing through on our way back to Fort Tuck."
Oh. Would you like to travel together?
Well,
Safety in numbers.
It's always a little better in numbers, and I figure none of us are probably going to walk at different paces, so we're probably going to wind up traveling together regardless.
Listen, guys, we're going to have a bad time if we get into combat, I'm just saying. It's going to reveal some things.
Some things could be revealed. Nelson 100% saw those spirit arrows that you fire.
Looks like we're going to have to do something else. Magic boy.
That's all I got, homie.
Yeah, the 3 army men quickly give some little introductions. They don't seem to be anybody important or anybody who's going to survive the Halloween special. You guys set forth once more. Does anybody have anything specific they wish to do through the woods?
I
so
will.
quickly takes lead again for the whole party. You see Cola tends to hang towards kind of the back of her little.
Quick question: was
Yeah.
Cola the one with the knives, or was she the one with paralysis?
She was with paralysis.
I would like to help Frida. Just like some basic combat maneuvers, like
Yeah,
run
you're
away.
like, she's like, yeah.
Yeah, just like here's how you escape a grapple. Like here's how you just
Judo flip.
but mostly just hide and come heal us when we are down.
That form is terrible, but she understands hide until healing is needed.
Perfect. At least that we got that. We'll work on it.
Yeah,
We'll work on
she's good at that part.
I'm gonna just be loosely sketching and like writing in arcane the idea behind spirit arrows, so that I can just say that I've been researching them and figured it out.
Okay, all right. We'll see how that holds up. Nvidia, Kenosi, anything? Adara most certainly wants to walk at this point now that there's new and exciting people around.
Oh yeah, this entire time she's just been like riding on my shoulders and everything. She goes in the backpack when things get dangerous.
Yeah.
Is this area pretty well traversed, or is it still?
This path, it's a trail. It's a human trail, right? So it's better traversed than the rest of the woods, but it's not anything special. Just single track woodland trail.
Okay. How does it look like? I mean, are the woods being trampled through, or are people mostly keeping to the?
People really keep to the trail,
Okay.
and especially the longer that you guys are going, the thicker the woods are getting.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so it's getting to the point where it's kind of like you really need to stay on the trail. The navigation's going to get pretty difficult.
Okay, I like
otherwise.
that. I like that. That's all I need to know. Thank
Let
you.
it chill. We'll let it ride.
Yep.
I rolled a 30 for a survival check, looking just like being aware of everything that's going on, like watching the forest and everything, seeing if I see any like odd things or whatnot.
You see something out of the ordinary towards the end of the day, just before you guys go start to set up camp. You see just a glimmer, but it's unmistakable. A snow white rabbit out in the woods.
Where's the rabbit?
Nvidia's right next to you. Kenosi's been sitting there playing with Adara and Frida just about the whole time.
Any of you folks see that?
What?
White rabbit, similar to yourself.
I mean, that's not uncommon, right?
25.
Nope.
No.
In these dense woods, I would consider that to be uncommon. A rabbit would.
These very lush green woods.
Yeah, a rabbit would typically have like a darker fur, so yeah, that's very odd.
Well, should we follow it?
Follow the white rabbit? That's.
I don't know. Sounds like fun. I think that sounds like fun.
Adara's like, we're having fun? I love fun.
Yeah.
Frida's like, yeah, fun.
That's 4 for following the right rabbit.
Kenosi raises his hand.
5.
You guys see the Mad Kingsman and Cole are setting up tents in this little cleared area. They're starting to get ready to bog down for the night. Nelson is going around with those dried herbs, and he is crumpling and sprinkling them
My man is so fucking paranoid.
in a
He's so
perimeter
paranoid.
around the site.
What
The fuck is he warding himself against?
what you doing there, friend?
Oh, it's a little silly. Back growing up, my grandmother always told me that these herbs warded off evil spirits and things like that. I just keep that going, I guess.
Well,
Do
Every
I
little
expect
bit
us to
helps.
run into evil spirits? Not in these woods. At least I haven't found any. But
Well, did you happen to see that rabbit?
I've seen a couple rabbits throughout the day. Which one would you possibly be?
Just now, it's
Was there
pure
interesting-
white.
Like yours?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be rather out of the ordinary. No, I didn't catch a glimpse of that actually.
Well, we should go scout while we're setting up camp and stuff then, and
Just make sure you guys are back here before the sun is properly down.
sure.
That is hopefully the plan.
See you, friends. And he goes back to crumpling and spreading these herbs. You guys head into the woods after the rabbit.
Yeah.
Taking the whole party with you. Where did my cases of minis go? We'll worry about that later, I guess.
As we
Oh, look, it's totally Adara and Frida today. The only minis I have access to at hand right now.
Hey T, are there any minis on that shelf that would apply?
No, it's all right. What is the marching order through the woods? It is very difficult terrain, except for NVIDIA.
I will put
Unfortunately, I
Adara.
never got that far in Hunter's training.
I'm gonna put Adara in the backpack because
Okay.
we've entered the woods and it's scary now.
Yeah.
We'll load Adara up.
As the terrain gets difficult, I cast a floating disc. And I'll
Yeah.
just
Oh,
write it.
wait, before you
Hover
do
above.
that, I was gonna, I mean, if you want, but I also have Nature's Paths.
I mean, it's probably about the same. Mine lasts for a good couple hours.
'Kay.
And I can fly off with it if it
Is
gets too real.
is yours party wide?
I don't think so, but it allows me to know what the easiest path is gonna be.
Yeah,
That everyone-
you could take
Oh,
lead
okay,
and be
okay.
able to navigate
Yeah.
for everybody kind of deal pretty easy. Yeah, so you guys start making some decent time through the woods then. What is marching order? Obviously, NVIDIA has to be in front.
I'll be behind NVIDIA.
Then I feel like Haraway, and then Frida, and then me in
And
the
you'll
back.
take up the rear.
Does that work for you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Cool.
Put the squishies in the middle.
You guys start
that
making your way through the woods as it gets dusky. Perception rolls.
I see shit.
Classic.
30.
23.
34.
34. NVIDIA, you are the first to see, and for a decent little chunk of time, the only to see. You catch a glimpse of the rabbit. It's larger than you by a good measure, and it is currently sitting next to a cobwebbed burrow, staring at you.
Had to be spiders.
I'll go over and talk to it.
What do you say?
Hey, is this your burrow?
It looks at you strangely for a moment, and it opens its mouth, and it seems to move, not quite like a rabbit's mouth moves.
No.
It says, "Your burrow."
It's a creation.
Oh boy.
I'll have my hand on my sword.
You do not see. NVIDIA ducks through, and you immediately lose her in the thick underbrush.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Do you want another perception check or a sense motive on the rabbit?
You can do whatever you desire.
Okay, let's
What
just.
kind of information are you trying to garner from this thing?
Well, it's obviously not a normal rabbit.
No, that jaw moved kind of weird.
Yeah. I'm wondering if it's maybe like a creation, like one of the Mad Kings.
Fair. Perception would be what you'd want to roll for that.
Okay.
This is the rabbit from the
23.
Holy Grail.
23. You don't see any like human parts on it,
Mm-hmm.
but it kind of stares you down for a moment, and you blink, and it blinks, but its eyelids go from the bottom to the top, and then the next blink, the eyelids go from the top to bottom correctly.
Oh God.
Your burrow is this. Hey. Burrow.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
And it's just kind of switching eye to eye looking at you.
I'm just kind of.
It-
And it's following me.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's jerky and strange.
Mhm.
And every now and then its shoulders kind of shift and it gets a little smoother the next time.
It's learning.
Yeah, literally. Okay, how about do you want a diplomacy to try to get it to follow me back to the group?
What do you say?
Come on, why don't you come meet my friends?
Go ahead and roll.
Oh my God. Wow, that's a critical failure.
Yeah, at this point, it looks back to you, its jaws moving in the correct manner now. And in your own voice, it says, "Come on, let's go back to my friends."
Shit! I'm running. I run. I leave.
Yeah, you turn and bolt.
Yep.
You hear just this
No!
after you for a brief moment, and you bust out. You're back with your friends. You guys were starting to get a little worried, and Vidya disappeared for a little bit there. And she comes, presumably, bolting out of the bush.
Well, what was it? Where'd you go?
That's not. I don't know what that is. That's not a rabbit. It started copying my voice, and it was moving like me. But it was weird. Its body didn't move right. I'm a veterinarian. I would know.
Well, we came, we scouted. I vote we go back to the camp.
We're just kind of like, yeah, I think the camp would be great right now.
I'm gonna go check it out, I think.
Oh, shit.
And just like hover.
Yeah, you kind of hover over a little bit. Do you guys turn around, or do you go with Haraway?
I'll be alright, it's just a
Or
rabbit.
do you just let Haraway go?
It's not just a rabbit.
He said he was fine.
I'm gonna
He said
stay
it was fine.
right where I'm at. That way I'm in screaming distance.
Uh-huh.
But I'm not going back because never leave a man behind.
Okay, yeah, you just chilling.
I suppose I stay too.
Chilling.
I'll follow him.
You follow, okay. It's a little hard to keep up because you're, of course, under the brush and he is above the brush.
Mm-hmm.
Perception roll.
I'm gonna roll another survival while me and Itzeli and the children are waiting.
Yeah.
Just be keeping an eye out for other strange things.
Lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my.
31.
22 for me.
22. Are you keeping a lookout?
I mean, I guess I should. Yeah, a solid 15 perception check.
Hey, solid 15. How far out do you kind of scout around? Because you do not immediately find it.
You know, I'll go 5-10 feet forward, like just past where we kind of lost sight of Nvidia, and then I'll
kind of loop it, yeah. No, you do not see a rabbit anywhere. Oozle, you hear slight rustling in the brush just off to your left side, maybe 15 yards away.
I draw my sword.
Yeah, and you draw your sword, and as you kind of like get into a prepared position, you catch the slightest glance of a hand
Deer, is that you?
pass behind a tree and disappear.
no, maybe not.
Deer?
He's like, are you asking if a deer is there?
Oh, long story.
We have a friend.
We have a friend. He's a deer, but he's not quite a deer. He's close enough to a deer that we call him Deer.
Oh, strange.
Oh yeah, you'll see a lot of strange
Sounds
things.
Very interesting. Adventuring is already so exhilarating. So did you see a deer? And she starts kind of looking around in that direction.
What?
Also, if it was your friend, why'd you draw a sword?
Because it could very well not be my friend, and the fact that he's not responding.
Yeah, that would. The sun's getting real low, guys.
Hello, big guy.
I'm just gonna like shout into the direction that those two head off. Just we should probably get going back to camp now.
Yeah, you shout out into the woods. You guys hear that? Do you yell a response back to him, or are you're on your way back at this point anyway?
Yeah, we'll loop around back.
Yeah. You don't yell out, you just come back.
Yeah, we'll just swoop on by.
Mm-hmm.
You hear Nvidia call, "Friends!"
Shit.
Where are you?
And shortly after, the two of them show up.
No. No. No.
All right. Well, we should get going now.
Yeah, the sun's getting real low.
Yeah, we should definitely get going.
You guys make your way back to the camp. You're still leading the party.
Mm-hmm.
Same order, but going backwards. Anybody getting paranoid at this point, or do you guys just walk back?
No, I'll roll some perception.
Depends. Did I ever make it back to the party?
Yeah.
Is this the real me?
Ooh, natural 20.
As we start to leave the woods, do I detect evil anywhere?
How far is the radius on detect evil?
Oh man, that's something I would have to look up.
60 foot, correct?
Yeah.
I believe so.
I believe it's 60 foot. You do detect evil.
Works similar to detect magic, right?
Yeah.
6-foot cone then.
Yeah, it's a 60-foot cone, and so you're kind of sitting there, kind of hanging around. It pings a couple of times. You get some evil magics.
I'll inform.
Almost just ambiently.
Yeah, I'll inform the party of that and usher them along at a quicker pace.
All right, let's go. Yeah, Frida's kind of like freaking out a little bit at this point.
Nat 20 on my perception.
Nat 20 on your perception. You see, for just a brief moment, you pass by, and in between two trees, there's somebody standing there. And you stop and kind of double back and look, gone.
Did anyone else see that?
With a nat 20, not just human, you saw long, blonde, curly hair. Female figure.
Mm-hmm. Familiar?
It was so brief.
Doesn't Frida have long blonde curly hair now?
Yes, Frida does. Yeah.
Solid. So I'll look around and do I see Frida with the group behind me?
She's hanging out just behind Harway. Floating alongside, they're having a little conversation.
We have doppelganger magics.
Yep. I love doppelgangers. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, doppelgangers.
Something like that. Who knows?
You guys make your way back to camp, though. You come in and you see that Nelson has his spear at the ready, his armor donned, and was just taking a couple steps into the woods when he sees you. He lets out a very large sigh of relief, and he steps back across his little kind of crushed herb line, and he does not say anything to you. He just kind of watches.
He knows what to expect. This motherfucker didn't say shit to us. Fucking asshole.
I'm gonna waltz back into camp.
Yeah, the second you cross that line, he's like, "Hail, friends. Did you find anything?"
Yes, and I will tell him everything that we found. Doppelganger magic, creepy rabbit.
Nvidia, do you talk to him?
Yeah, you're holding out on us, man.
You guys.
I saw things out there.
You guys' rabbit talks? Oh,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
Yeah, we have a talking rabbit.
Does the baboon talk too?
Not yet, but we're working on that.
We're working on it.
Did you enchant the rabbit, or?
No, but
I'm sorry. Did you?
I'm sentient. It's fine.
Yeah. No, it's hard for me to wrap my head around for just a brief moment. Have you just always been?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
What do you have in this little circle here?
Hollowed Inside raises a good point. Didn't Tatiana also have blonde hair?
Yes. And it was also curly.
Shit.
Okay.
There are no accidents, Master Oogway. Shitted his pants.
There are no coincidences.
You know, there's stories around, but I just
Well,
the
you're
odds
obviously taking them pretty
so
seriously.
low of shape changers or vengeful spirits or anything like that.
Well, we got that shit. So
I talked to a rabbit that would kind of look like me,
A rabbit that looked like
but it was
you.
bigger,
Okay.
and it started copying my voice.
Started copying you.
Yeah.
Like it would repeat back what you had said?
It was repeating in my voice.
Oh, that's
Can I roll a knowledge religion?
absolutely.
I will do that as well, because my knowledge
22.
religion check is nice.
You of course, coming from down south, completely different environment, completely different place. You're not sure of anything that could do this. You do know of there's a specific type of undead, attic whisperers, but they bite you and steal your voice. So like you can't talk, but they can talk as you. It's it's close, but it's not quite there.
Okay.
Knowledge religion.
Yeah, 23.
There's some necromantic magics like the attic whisperers that can do these effects. there's, I mean, tons of spell effects, honestly. Like, a third-rate spellmonger sitting at some town, you know, removing bunions and making cows produce more milk could produce a ventriloquism or a voice mimicry type spell as well. There's, of course, you've had run-in with the Fae before that really liked fucking with you guys.
Sure fucking did.
Stealing voices and you know, making animals appear like they talk like you and stuff. That's not outside of the realm of possibilities of something like a leprechaun being a cockmuncher or something like that either. It's about all. Yeah, it's a good couple things. Were you rolling something for that as well? No. I'm not too sure on the specifics. Everything that I know about doesn't seem to fit that. It was like, you know, yeah, but it mimicked your voice and was weird.
Yeah.
That is very strange.
What do you?
You're right, Jaden. You're right.
What did he say?
Absolutely. He'd be taking a nice dirt nap.
Yeah.
If Tatiana's ghost shows up, you guys would be answering some questions, which that is also a possibility. Ghosts can manifest in a manner of strange ways. It is the Halloween special. It was your most recent murder. Who knows?
Technically, our most recent murder is Frida, but she's right there.
Yeah.
You know,
We didn't murder her.
We kind of did.
Being completely honest, it was like Osiris said, a malfunction in the helm. If she fell off that horse, it was going to happen regardless. I wouldn't blame you guys, but you can blame yourself as much as you want.
See, I'm not going to blame myself.
She doesn't have
at
a
all.
spirit to venge you with.
That's true. It wasn't us.
Yeah, I did nothing except save her ass.
Yeah,
So.
exactly.
I didn't do anything either.
Nighttime comes. Do you guys set a watch?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The couple Mad Kingsmen around those 3 guards are just kind of like, whoa, man, that's some freaky stuff. And you adventurers getting into weird things. Every time I walk through these woods, it's just boring. None of them seem to have anything to contribute, and Cola seems actually disinterested.
Okay.
She's like, wives' tales.
Basically.
I'm gonna cast Keep Watch on myself, and
Keep watch?
Yeah. That way I can just, you know, stay up and
You're
watch.
just going to go. You're
Yeah.
just going to take the whole deal. Is anybody going to double down?
Yeah, I'll take a shift.
Nelson will most certainly
Yeah,
stay up for a bit.
I'll take a. How many
I'm going
shifts
to
do we
sleep,
need?
boys. I got spells to renew.
That's 3 of us gonna take shifts.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm
But
taking
do
like
we-
all the shifts, so like.
Yeah, but
you're
we're
just
gonna
going
double
through.
down.
Yeah.
That way we have.
Doubling down would be very good. With Nelson in there, the 2 of you, you've got well more than enough eyes.
Cool,
to cover
cool,
the night.
cool.
1 or 2 of the Mad Kingsmen will also participate, if asked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean.
and Uzla has no problem doing that.
Yeah. Maybe not so much of
Been
an
ordering these
ask as
guys
like a
around for
subtle
weeks.
demand.
Yeah. First watch. You and do you wish to take first?
I
Nelson
will
doesn't
go
seem to have any
first.
problem with waking up in the middle of the night to
Cool.
take like an odd middle shift or something.
Yeah, I'll go first.
All right. Perception rolls and some D12 encounter checks.
That's a 20 on my perception.
27 for my perception and a 6 on my circumstance.
And a 7 on mine.
Uneventful.
Lucky number 13. As the sun goes down, darkness comes just after your companions fall asleep. You hear a wail in the woods,
No.
like a man in great pain.
Mm-mm.
I do a quick head count.
Everyone's there.
Okay.
Nobody's left camp. Nobody's left your little clearing or the light of the fire.
Okay.
Can I spend my watch time just like setting up like torches around the perimeter?
Yeah, sure. You light a torch and you go and maybe kind of wedge it in a V of a tree or into the ground or
Yeah.
something like that. And
Yeah.
let them sit. You have to keep a little bit more of an eye on those, but yeah, you extend your range of light.
Can't be a haunted forest if there's a
Another
forest
30
fire.
foot. Yeah.
Purge it with flame.
Don't burn down.
Not
the
allowed.
torch,
Only you can prevent forest fires.
No, really. The government cut our funding.
please. 2027.
Yeah.
Yeah, you, the entire shift are hearing these cries of pain and torture.
That's rough. Sounds like a whole lot of not my problem.
Does it sound familiar? Like a voice we know?
No.
Somebody we've tortured before?
Nope, doesn't sound like anybody you've tortured before.
Okay.
It is a male voice, very, very deep and guttural.
Ooh.
Just makes me think of Mark.
Mark's just dying out in the woods without us.
Mark could be slaughtering out in the woods without you guys.
It's just Mark's grief embodied.
You guys are nowhere near the children's graves, so if he's out in the woods yelling, it's probably not here.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I've got nothing I can really do. I'm not going out there.
Oh, fuck no.
Your shift passes. It never seems to get closer or further away. Just about the time that you're kind of like, well, this is wonderful, but I'm going to go to bed, it stops abruptly.
Ooh, silence.
There is not a chirp of a cricket.
Hey.
Do you wake Nelson for second shift?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like throughout the night, just like using like my detect evil, just like scanning the like tree lines and everything
Every now
around
and then
us.
you get just the fleetest little ping back on that, and then it disappears.
I wake
I'm
Nelson
watching
for second
you.
shift.
Yeah, Nelson arises and, hail friends, you didn't leave the firelight, I assume.
No, matter of fact, I made more.
That might help.
I want to go sleep near the children.
Yeah, yeah,
Scuffed one of his
that's just fine.
putting a torch up and just don't know it.
No, I was like doing it on like the inside of it, so like
Okay, see that matters too, if it's on the inside.
yeah, it's on the inside of
Because
the
this
torches.
is not like a huge circle that he's made of this.
Yeah. Also, Adara. So like I set up the backpack next to Adara. So like if something goes wrong, put Adara in the
just
backpack.
They're open, ready.
Right. Just like shove her in there. She'll figure it out.
Iron Maiden style.
We've trained for this. She knows what to do.
You and Nelson, second watch. Do you have anything else you wish to add to your list of things that you've been doing? Or are you
just
gonna go.
my detect evil, and yeah, I'm just gonna keep looking.
All right. Nelson sits down and just stares into the fire.
That's not great. For my perception, that was going to be a 15.
15? Was that a nat 1 on the die?
No, 7.
Oh, okay. You said going to be. It got me a little worried there.
Well, yeah, I rolled below 10, and I don't add a whole lot to my perception,
Yeah.
so
15 isn't great.
yeah.
Soon after you hear the drunken snoring of Itzeli, the wails begin anew. This time it is a female voice. But of course, no words come out, just these cries of pain and agony. Nelson seems to completely ignore it. He sits there with his spear resting on his neck, staring into the fire.
Yeah, no, I'm not staring into the fire. I'm watching the outside. So, yeah, just that's all I got.
15 on perception. The shift comes close to a close, and once again the screaming stops.
Oh, did you want another D12?
Yes, I do actually want another D12. In fact, just roll 2. Roll for Nelson as well.
Okay. Here we
So I guess that does possibly
go.
add to this.
15 total.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, the screaming stops. Nelson stands up and goes, "That's our cue for the next shift." And he goes and wakes up the rabbit. You feel like you missed something as Nelson lays down and returns to sleep.
As he's walking off, I want to ask him, like, I'll say it again, you seem to know a lot more than you're letting on.
Well, you don't know that. It's bad luck just to talk about. Just know that you don't follow the screams.
Well, yeah, why would I do that?
Some feel heroic at times.
Have you seen a white person
Yeah.
There's somebody out there.
They need my help. Well, sleep well. I'll rise you if something happens.
Luckily, the sleeping can't hear it. And he lays back down. NVIDIA, you're up.
Solid.
Your guys' shift, pretty soon into it, the screams begin. There's a mixture of male and female now and coming from multiple directions at this point.
12.
12!
Also a 12.
Oh, double 12.
And now we get creamed.
27 on my perception.
Y'all aren't gonna see it.
Oh, wait.
7.
No, that was a 12 on my perception.
Oh, solid. I had a 12 on my encounter check.
Oh, what's your encounter check?
12.
4.
Damn.
44 total is still very respectable. Yeah. The screams coming from multiple directions. Very nasty, very gnarly. I need will saves. Oozle, especially from you at this point, because you've been listening to him all night.
Is this a fear effect?
No, it is not.
Damn it.
Well, that's good.
Oh, yeah. So that's going to be a 30 total.
30 total.
18 total.
18 total. Fantastic.
Ran to cage the ramp.
12 perception.
12 perception.
27 perception.
27 perception.
Okay. Partway through the night, NVIDIA, you see just at the edge of the torchlight, a figure appear. Seems to stand up out of the bushes and kind of pick some leaves and branches off of herself. Long curly blonde hair, about 18 in age. Christ, that's Frida.
Frida, what are you doing outside of the circle?
And in Frida's voice, you just hear, I'm not, no, I don't know. I just woke up in a bush.
Do I hear the rabbit talking?
You hear the rabbit talking.
Do I look and do I see Frida as well?
You do.
Okay.
Yeah, looking over now that you kind of see where she's looking, and with your dark vision as well. Yeah.
All right.
She's just kind of like, oh, it's chilly.
Do I see Frida in her sleeping roll or whatever?
You turn your head back. Her face and hair is hidden, but there's still like, a lump in the sack.
That seems like ghost shit. I'm gonna say that out loud and point to Frida. That seems like ghost shit.
Ghost?
Me.
I don't.
Well, if you're cold, come back into the circle. The fire is still going.
Hold on now.
Yeah.
No, the idea is she can't cross the circle.
Unless she's invited.
I was just about to say,
That's
ever
true,
seen
that's
goddamn
true.
vampire movie?
Hey!
And we all.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, and she kind of like picks up her leg, swinging it around.
Oh god.
Yeah, no, that's
NVIDIA, you notice her foot's on backwards
Yeah, you can stop right there, ghost thing.
as she kind of puts it back down, and she continues approaching and begins smiling.
not. Okay, that's enough.
And it
Just
gets
stop
a
right
little
there.
wider and a little wider,
You cannot
enters
enter
the
the
light.
circle.
and she continues approaching as her teeth begin to sharpen, and these little tiny antlers begin sprouting.
Yeah, I'm gonna start
from her
running around and like
forehead.
jumping on people as they're
Yeah,
sleeping.
you're
sleeping.
like
Yeah.
starting to go jump on it.
Hey, get out!
Guys!
I'll have my sword
And
drawn.
Oozle, in your voice, she says, "Thank you for the invite,
God damn it.
small one."
But I said no.
And her knees kind of knock over and collapse as she takes to all fours. And she grows just a little bit taller as she continues approaching slowly. Pained step by pained step, you are starting to rouse people. People are slowly coming to. The first kind of to snap to awakeness would be Cola, Haraway, and Nelson. So I'm assuming you had a little nightcap before.
No, actually I didn't.
No? Well, then you as well.
Cool.
Yeah, snap to it pretty quick. As you all start seeing this creature as it approaches, people start calling out and starting to make some noise as it continues forward, and then it stops abruptly just before your torch line proper. And it sniffs the air a little bit now with its deer snout and kind of looks down at the ground for a brief moment, and it backs away and disappears slowly into the shadows. Everybody is around. Everybody is alerted. Everybody has gotten up. Spears are at the ready. Most of them don't see it. Didn't see it.
Since I was sleeping with the children, I would assume I'm still close to them.
Yeah.
They'll look at Adara. Did you see that? Do you know what that was?
See what? I don't see.
I don't see.
I know you don't see normally, but did you see it?
And her gaze kind of farthens for a brief moment. She seems to zone out. And she comes back to and says, It's sad.
Oh.
That's too damn bad. It can be sad by its damn self.
What do you mean it's sad?
I got strong feelings of sorrow and regret and lust. But it's gone now.
Are you sure?
There was the sadness hid an overwhelming desire. But that's all I felt.
Okay, into the box.
Oh, okay. And yeah, she kind of feels around and seats herself in. It's almost dawn. You guys might as well just get up anyway, right?
Yep.
Nelson lets out a humongous sigh of relief and gets kind of chipper. Says, well, when the light comes, we can pack up camp and we should be able to move on safely.
Hey, fuck you, man. You need to tell us anything else you know about this shit, because
I don't. Right,
I thought this ward or whatever you put up was gonna
Points pie
stop
angrily.
anything from coming through, but apparently
You let it in.
Hey, I didn't know. I didn't know that I wasn't supposed to invite it in. I thought that if it came across this barrier, it'd burst into flames or
Have
something.
you never seen a vampire?
No!
So,
Amateurs.
I don't know exactly what it was. I only got a brief glimpse. What my grandma always told me is that after the circle's completed, you don't talk to anybody outside of it. You stay within the light of the campfire, and that the ring cannot exceed the light of the fire. That's all I know. And he walks you up and he kind of shows you, you see these massive human handprints and hoof prints and a bear print. And it stops abruptly at the herb line. It only made it this far. If the torchlight wasn't extending the range, we might have not have even seen it. But it's over now. And the best part is that the ill omen from the night screams has already shown up. So we just don't have to worry about it anymore. The tragedy came, but we were protected.
I don't know if that's how that works, my man.
I want to roll.
You know, it's never happened to me before.
I want to roll another knowledge religion now that he's like expanded upon like all this stuff, seeing if I can like recall anything about.
Totally. Yeah, you got a little better training than most of these schools do.
Yeah.
This kind of stuff too. You've gone to school.
I've gone to school.
For more specifically, this type of stuff.
I just failed.
That's going to be a 28. 28.
You've heard rumors of shape-shifting evil creatures lurk in woods, impersonate people, skin something, skin stealer, skin haver,
Skinwalker.
skinwalker. You've heard that name before.
Do I remember any of like the ritual stuff to keep them away?
Any of the rules?
Yeah.
What if you would have came to playtest Tuesday? I'm just kidding.
Had to work.
If you have to face it in combat, do not speak. Do not coordinate with allies verbally. And if you manage to kill it, you must incinerate the entire corpse. No part of it must be left.
Dope.
The ground should also be consecrated.
Anybody here do that?
You're the holy man, dude.
That's spirits. Does that count?
Spirits.
You know, I guess it'd be worth a shot. I'll relay that information to everybody.
Yeah.
We could at least try to like make like a little like totem to our god or something and just put it on the ground. Maybe that'll help.
Sure.
None of us are really holy men, so you're just the closest to a god.
Yeah, I'm the closest. I'm the closest to one, and even then, that's kind of.
Daylight comes, and we want to go home.
Let the morning come.
You guys collapse camp, set out. Any change to marching order or scouting or anything like that? Or are you guys just hopping down the trail?
So, would we all have heard Nelson's spiel about what was going down?
Yes.
Okay.
And I also relayed to you guys all that information that.
You knew.
Yeah.
Okay. I vote we change things up a little bit because I don't think the two people who talk to the evil ghost should be in the front.
Fair.
Okay.
I will be in the front.
All right.
Haraway taking point with
I
Nelson.
still want to be in the back.
Still
in the
taking
middle.
up the rear.
Do you disagree?
Are you going to
I was
keep
gonna
Adara in
say,
a backpack of power this whole time? Because she's not happy about that.
Oh, no. Once it's daylight, she'll come out of the backpack and I'll put her on my shoulders and she can ride around.
Okay, but it's like, I mean, these things still come out in the daytime.
Well, I can easily flip her into the backpack if she's on my shoulders. So.
Upside down.
I want to, as we're walking, I want to take out my collie totem. And first I want to try to roll a knowledge religion check on it to see if I can figure out anything else that this thing can do other than just like me being able to like more easily talk to my god. As well as, and if that doesn't work, then I'm going to pray to Kali and just ask her directly, like, yo, tell me what this thing can do. But I want to try to figure it out for myself first. I didn't figure it out for myself. It's 14.
14? Oh, with a total of 14, you are able to discern something.
Hey.
It does not make it easier to convene with your god.
Oh.
That's not at all what it does. But it does have divine magic inside it.
Well, next idea still stands.
You just reach out to Kali?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just get this kind of like, I'm busy general
You got
response
voicemail.
back. Yeah, you basically get sent to voicemail.
Reach call.
I'm gonna leave
The whole music is playing, it's just men
voicemail
screaming.
and just let her know, you know, we're walking through this haunted forest sort of thing. Demon stuff seems to be about.
You actually leave a voicemail.
Get back to me when call me back when you get a chance.
Yeah, you just get back like, God, are you still talking? You have a wizard, don't you? Ask him.
He doesn't know much about this shit.
It's a magic item.
You have an answer.
Oh, you're asking about this specifically. I was mostly asking about the the demons and shit going on here.
Oh, well, slay them.
Oh, well, you know.
Show no mercy. They don't deserve it.
Good talking to you, champ.
Yeah, the connection is broken.
I'll fuck it. I'll show the totem to my wizard friend and see if he can tell me anything about it.
That's cool looking. What do you want about it?
Tell me about it. It's magical.
I'll spellcraft check it.
You will have to forego scouting
That's okay.
in order to study this. All right.
Take a second. Just pick me up while I do this.
Pick me up inside.
Sure thing. I'll put a Dara on one shoulder and Harway on the other.
It's 33 spellcraft.
Yeah, it holds generic charges of divine magic. You feel like it could be utilized by any kind of divine spellcaster to recharge spell slots or use some special abilities. You don't know if it has a select pool or if it like recharges every day.
So you slot it in one day and then you can use it like the next day or whatever to charge it basically?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It could function like a staff. It could recharge itself with divine energy. It could just run out and become a normal statue.
It's kind of like a divine battery of sorts.
Oh.
It could recharge itself and be a one-time use kind of deal. But basically, it's for spells. It's of the divine sort.
I did forget to ask before we started. What's all your guys' will bonuses?
Not great.
8.
7.
7, 8,
10.
10.
12.
And 12. Just gets bigger as we go.
Paladins.
Sweet.
With the little talk with my god, am I still able to, and then passing off my totem, am I still able to roll for scout?
Yeah, you're able to roll for scout because
Okay.
that was a short conversation, then you pawned off the work onto someone who knows better.
God damn it. That's going to be a 14 on my survival.
14 on survival.
No. Yes.
You do notice
15 on survival.
something. You notice something. Nelson's acting a little strangely as he's looking around. And it comes to your attention that he hasn't gathered any herbs yet today.
Fucker. He better be.
I'll ask him about that.
Yeah, he kind of looks back at you and he's like, and he motions you up towards the front.
It only works once.
He kind of takes you up and he's like, hey, I've got enough to get us there. You shouldn't have to, there's none around. It's not growing here right now. There was plenty yesterday. I'm not seeing any today.
Yep, that's,
But he like pulls off one of the ones that's still drying from his bag, and he just hands it to you. And he goes, if you keep an eye out with me, I would greatly appreciate it. It looks just like this.
Sure.
And if you see it, you can just call my attention, and I'll go and make sure, But
Hey, do you want to show me that too? Because I'm low to the
don't let
ground.
it spread out. It's not coming back tonight. But we gotta, I don't want to freak out, especially those 3 guys there. It looks like they haven't seen proper woods their whole lives,
This is just a camping trip for them. They've never
Well-
gone.
My initial thought is whatever these things are, these skinwalkers are, eliminating these herbs somehow. I think they're learning.
Well, right. If they just went ahead of the trail and plucked the herbs, you'd see the fresh disruption. It's just not growing. I don't see any.
You considered making like an arrow out of the herbs or something, or writing a wreath on it and just kind of shooting them with it.
I don't know. My grandma never talked about anything like that. She just said that this herb you make a ring around your camp with if you're sleeping in the woods.
Well, do you have more than enough for the next circle, or can
I should have enough. I should have enough to get us all the way to Kayenta. And when we get there, it's a pretty common herb to trade. People make it in like teas and stuff as well. So, it shouldn't be unpopular. We should be able to pick some up there and have more than enough to send you guys back. If need be, I could come back with you after cashing in.
I'm gonna try to make some fucking weapons out of this shit and just.
The power of God compels you.
Any other perception rolls
Yeah.
for the first chunk of the day here?
Yeah. Oh, man. 17.
25.
25, 17,
32.
32. Yeah, nothing too out of the ordinary as you guys go. Every now and then there's a moment where the woods get abnormally quiet for just a brief moment, but then the chitter of birds comes back. Sometimes you hear a strange call, but Nelson's able to kind of quell, and he's like, oh, it's a very rare bird, especially for these parts, but it is, you know, I've heard it before.
Fucking guards just goosenecking around.
Yeah, the guards are just like... Those three guys are useless. Cola just is kind of walking around. She didn't even see the thing. She thinks that you guys are all freaking out, seeing shadows or something like that.
Make her take.
I'm gonna like, as we're walking, I'm gonna turn to the guards and just tell them, like, straight to their face, if you walk out into those woods without everybody,
I'll kill you when you come back.
you will die.
There's only 2 of them.
Well,
Shut.
that guy's dead.
3.
Yeah.
The 2
They're like,
remaining.
"What?" And they kind of start looking around. They're like, Joe?
Joe's dead.
Joe's
Focus.
dead.
What?
If
Focus.
you see Joe, kill him.
Focus.
What?
If he comes back,
1, 2, 3.
alert everybody. Do not speak to him until we can confirm his identity. If you do not follow these instructions, you will die.
I will kill you myself.
And I will roll intimidate.
Look, he probably just went to take a piss, man. He'll probably be right here.
That's too damn bad.
That's too bad for Joe.
And like on cue, Joe rounds the corner, zipping up his pants, and he's like, "Oh, hey, you guys didn't have
Nelson?
to stop for me." And he like kind of jogs up, and Nelson turns. And he's like, "What?"
Came out of the
He
woods.
disappeared. Came out of the woods. Is he good?
What's your name? And he's like, "I'm Joe. What are you guys talking about? I just went to take a piss."
Yo, can you detect evil on this?
Yeah.
asshole?
Detect evil. Do I detect evil on him?
You do.
No.
You also detect evil from the other 2.
Yeah.
You also detect evil from Lady Cola.
Okay.
A little bit from Nelson.
No, actually, none from Nelson. Maybe just a little bit from Haraway.
More than a little bit.
We all done some things we're not proud of, right?
You detect something unsettling about it, Zelly, but you're not an animal, so.
I'll,
Frida Nadara, pure as sand. Kenosi, even purer than that.
Hell yeah, he is. That's a
Pure
good
snow.
boy. Alright.
I've got a plan.
Well,
Are we gonna keep going?
yes, but,
Okay.
Down are you guys to get arcane tattoos?
I mean, I already have some, but yeah, sure.
Just you know, they don't mean anything, but little marks that only the group knows.
Sure. But anyways, what I said before still stands.
What'd you say before? I wasn't there for it.
Don't go into those fucking woods.
Oh, there's
Piss in front of us.
a child
You-
on your shoulders, man. What if she sees me taking a leak?
Well, she's fucking blind, so...
Dar's like, it's true, can't see a thing. And he's like, I am so sorry.
Yeah, you'll be even more sorry if you go into those fucking woods again.
What about the other women in the party? Like,
It's nothing I haven't seen before.
They're grown. Act like a fucking man.
Frida's like, yeah. I think I'm grown.
And I want to try to roll intimidate with the threat of impending doom if they go into those.
Absolutely, yeah, you're spelling doom for him.
Let's see. Let's roll this one.
I'll write that name down so I can remember it.
Joe Swanson.
We got Joe, Ed, and Bob.
Nice.
That's gonna come to a 35 on that intimidate.
Yeah,
On
he's
all
like,
three
whoa,
of them. All
yeah.
4 of them, rather.
All right, okay, I'll piss in front of the ladies. Fuck, dude. Like, sorry, I thought I was doing like the polite thing here.
You were, but impending death.
Okay, you guys are obviously really freaked out. I'm sorry.
Good man. Now
Yeah.
just carry on.
Cool.
Put a little bit of that fear of God in him,
Yeah.
Do I detect magic on Joe?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Hella watching Joe, too. Like, sus as fuck.
Okay. You guys continue forth. You reach a fork in the road. There is a little signpost. The trail goes off in 2 separate directions. To the right, it says military use only, and to the left, it says town of Kayenta. Perception rolls.
29.
Ooh.
Fuck.
29's good.
33.
33, good.
18.
Not good.
26.
And 26 is good. You guys, as you're sitting there, Nelson's like, all right, this way, and starts kind of following the sign. You see something just into the woods, maybe 30, 40 feet, just where it starts to get too dense to truly be able to pick out individual details of things. It looks like something hanging from a tree. Something, you know, it's maybe 3 foot long, maybe 2 foot wide-ish, kind of cylindrically shaped.
Is it wearing a green tabard?
No. No, you don't see like a Mad King tabard. It's kind of cream colored.
If you want me to check it out, you could hold my rope while I go waddle over there. Buddy system and whatnot.
Sure.
Right. And I like loop it around like my belt loop on the back of my pants.
Yeah.
Oh fuck no! Oh fuck no! I'll like once I see that he just ties it to like a piece of cloth, I'm just gonna like tie the rope around like his body.
And we are going to take a short break, maybe 5 minutes. Hey guys, if you liked what you saw, please consider subscribing and following us over on Twitch. Thank you.